Moroccan's earthquake broke up most of this village of Adobe on the mountain Iimi N'Ta. One the most iconic villages of the last earthquake. Morocco.He was famous. A portion of cliff was cut into the village and Adobe Houses. 6.8 magnitude earthquake after shaking region on September 8. A few residents of Imi N'Tala, who survived earthquake, now remain in white tents established by the authorities under their old houses on slope. 58-year-old Brahim Ougadir did this with his 2 children. He said they were lucky to be a part of their homes without a cloth and open to the sky. This was a very safe and generous village. We were all living together. Foreigners came here to eat and sleep here for a few days from all over the world. Nobody was hurt here. The day NPR visited last week, there were rescue teams with sniffer dogs fluttering on the rocks. There is no life here. The Dutch rescue worker Saad Attia.Ekibi came with sniffer dogs trained to look for people who are still alive. Other teams had cadaver dogs looking for corpses. They were working on this site. You can smell death here, Attia said. You don't even need a dog to tell you that there are no survivors. But it's good to isolate dogs or where the bodies are and to show the rescue workers they should dig. Morocco rescue teams were busy digging in 2 regions. All of the buildings in this area, including houses, a pension and a restaurant, were made of mud, soil, bricks and stones. A few stories were high. Adobe has excellent thermal properties, said Mehrdad Sasani, professor of structural engineering at Northeastern University. The earthquake was shot at 2,300. So many people had in bed. When workers tried to remove a woman's body from the rubble, they drove a blanket around digging area to maintain their privacy. As he reached out on the work, several audiences were insecure on the surrounding rocks and rubble. After digging for hours, they took off the woman's body and immediately placed it in a body bag. The savior took it to the mountain edge like pallet carriers. It was placed again in a few minutes, but this time with a suitable burial. A series men bowed their heads and prayed while crying in a patch that became the new cemetery of Imi N'Tala in front his new grave. Shortly after, a aftershock hit the mountain and rescue workers tried to get away from the cliff.